Hey everyone, Kirby. It is DimeTree here, laying on my bed, recording this at 2:51 a.m. And I just woke up in the middle of the early morning because, I don't know, I just wasn't able to sleep. I was having that weird, uncomfortable, like, half-lucid experience that you get sometimes, where you just lay in bed and you feel just really bad, and you're not able to quite drift off peacefully into dreamland. You just sort of hallucinate for a bit and like roll around, and everything is just terrible. But you know what isn't terrible? Kirby. So let's get started. Let's go to the sound test menu. What songs do we got? Yeah, it's the main menu music. Yep. Beautiful stuff. Love fucking around with this. Let's try and make a beat out of it. I'm terrible at making beats. This is why I don't do music production. I can't even handle the fucking the Kirby thing. Anyways, I have to remember that certain buttons on this controller cock up the emulation, because this emulator sucks. It's a phone emulator. Playing this on the phone. It's so easy. I love it. I got the screen recorder. It records in the best quality I need, and it's not a bad bit rate. It doesn't have issues. At least not that I've seen so far. I recorded another Let's Play on it that I will not release, of Super Mario 64. It was just... I scrap a lot of stuff. I'm just never satisfied. And you know, sometimes I just get done making a video and I was like, what have I made? What was that? I just put that out there. Yeah, it's surreal being a YouTuber. It is really surreal. And having to deal with this reality of it, which I talked about in my Dark Souls Let's Play, is just part of life as a YouTuber. And, man, I've got topics. This game is really easy. It is a huge relief to not be playing something like Crash Bandicoot. I can just take my time and talk all I want. I can stop at any point in the level and just stand still and nothing will hurt me. I can just be here and it'll be okay. There's no time limit. I've barely been paying attention to the game so far. All I have to do is make Kirby move forward and press a button whenever there's an enemy. It's that easy. I'm sure it'll get harder later. But man, the first world of Mario, there's like stuff walking around that'll kill you instantly, and pits that you fall into to kill you instantly, and there's a timer, and if you just stand around, the level will end and you'll die. You can't relax. And Kirby's not like that. Not like that at all. And I can like check my phone and check the topics, and I won't die. So, let's talk about my internet upbringing. So, I was introduced to the internet. The first time I remember seeing the internet, the first time I remember seeing it was in, like, an attic once. And, like, my, mom introduced me to Firefox and was like, no. She showed me the desktop and it had Firefox on it. And I pointed at the Firefox and I was like, what is this? And mom was like, oh, it lets you use the internet. And I was like, sick, awesome. And I really took to the internet when I was old enough to use it. Like, I loved websites like Google.com. That was a great website. I especially like websites that let me play video games. My earliest memories of the internet were playing video games on it when I discovered Flash games and such. And like I played a lot of games on oneMoreLevel.com and Addicting Games before it turned into a Nickelodeon owned thing. And in school, of course, we were using computers. We had computers, and my earliest computer school memories were like playing Pajama Sam and alright, I lost whatever this was. Well, I got one up, so that's okay. I would consider that a victory, but apparently Kirby considers it a failure because he was sad about it. No need to be sad, man. Man, this is so chill. I wonder if I'll release that Dead Rising Let's Play. Probably not. Did I do it before or after the Dark Souls Let's Play? Maybe I did it after. I figured I'd just be on a roll with that Dark Souls Let's Play. I felt like that one went well. But sometimes I just don't have confidence in these things. I only want to put quality content out there. And I feel like this early morning thing is more authentic than later in the day when I'm like, I don't know, I'm more energetic and feel the need to be more performative. This is more the real me. And I try to get in the most real... I'm trying to get into the most real mind state possible. And just sort of breaking down the barrier between the audience and the creator is something that I aim to do, especially by trying to craft a community. I like that we get to go back to this smaller state because it's more intimate and I can keep track of you, and I get to see my audience go with me as we build our way back up, which I don't know how that's going to turn out. I don't know if the channel is going to be as big as it was before. I don't know if I want it to be. I think it's more important to craft a close-knit community than a very large one. Like, think about... I was going to go into a really strained metaphor about knitting, but I'm not going to do that because that's insane. So... yeah. What was I just talking about? The worst memory. This guy's shaking his ass at me. I'm gonna kill these guys. Let me just kill everyone, and this is fun. This is a good ability. This is a really... I like the AoE. And the fact that I can do it mid-air. There's a... Yeah, it's a good attack. I can kill everything with it. So yeah. So I got a new phone recently, which is what I'm recording this on. It can even play GameCube games. I tried playing Pikmin on it and it worked really well. It has a hard time with PCSX2 or no EtherSX2, which is what I was using. I tried to play Shadow of the Colossus on it and it didn't work so well. There was a lot of slowdown. But yeah, this GBA emulator runs like a dream, but it has ads in it, which I really hope aren't going to be an issue. I don't think they'll show up unless I like go into settings and change something, or go into the menus and fuck around, but that would really ruin. That would ruin me. It wouldn't ruin the Let's Play. The Let's Play would be fine. You would just have to see an ad, which you shouldn't have to ever. I'm a hypocrite when I say that, because I leave the mid-roll ads checked when I upload these videos, because I need the money. But I don't know if I would ever take a sponsorship or anything like that, unless of course I needed the money, and it was, you know, I don't know. What would you think? Would you be that upset if I picked a sponsorship? If I got contacted by to do a pre-release review of like Hollow Knight Silk Song. I thought about it, but I don't know. It's not guaranteed I'd like the game. I mean, what if it's bad and my stipulations say I have to be positive about it? Would I compromise my integrity? Probably not. I wouldn't lie and say it's good when it's not. But in that kind of situation, what would you do? And it's kind of insulting when those companies all use the same template to contact you. Like you feel like you just take a detector in their, you show up on their radar. You just pop up for them on some kind of monitoring thing, and they spit out some bullshit template, copy and pasted response, and they have even watched your videos. And they're like, you have just enough views to where you could be financially lucrative for us. Yeah. Yes, YouTube is weird. No, the sword. I want to keep the sword. It's yeah. So, damn, my throat is dry. So I got a new phone. I was talking to my friend's husband, who told me that I had to get a new phone because the one I had is like kind of shitty and is locked. I had two phones, one that was locked and one that wasn't, and the one that wasn't locked was kind of a shitty track phone, so I wanted to replace it. And I got a used Samsung Galaxy S21 because I had done some research and I found out this one was pretty powerful and pretty good for the money. And it is an amazing phone. The only problem is that it has like kind of it is used, so the battery runs out kind of quickly. I have to charge it like maybe 1.5 times a day. And but yes, I'm recording the audio on my old phone, the locked one, that I thought was so good before. It was like, I got it at a T-Mobile store. They said, like, with your, someone of your caliber, this phone is more suited for you. Shit. Which was... Going into phone stores is a fucking awful experience. That was one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. Because the woman who, the woman who was setting me up, geez, she was like painting her nails while she was like, oh, I'll get your phone set up in just a moment. Just let me go do something. And then she like picked up her DoorDash order and was like divvying out the food with her coworker, and she was like painting her nails and on her phone, and all while she was like, so rude. And then gave me like sign me up for the most expensive contract without even asking me. And I was younger, so I didn't realize until I had gone home, and I just wasn't quite smart or assertive enough to go back in there and be like, what the fuck? So that was frustrating. I don't have any abilities, so I'm just kind of just having to... Man, how do I manage to be bad at even Kirby? How am I supposed to hurt this guy? I'm just gonna kill myself. This is miserable. Oh, you're... Okay, I was not paying attention. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. Oh, jeez. Well, now we are tired, Kirby. Those of you who are actually watching the game portion of this are probably shaking their heads right now. Because I have not been paying attention to it at all. Really, in this case, the game is just a pretense for me to vent, basically. That stuff. You're all basically my therapist. So, I got this new phone, and I'm so obsessed with it. I still am. But not as much as I was when I first got it, and I would just like take pictures of it, take pictures of nothing with it. I would just go and take pictures and videos, and I'd be like, wow, these videos and pictures are really beautiful. And play games on it and like test out the performance capabilities and use it for everything. And I would see people and be like, hey, did you hear I got a new phone? Check it out. Yeah. Because of the way my life has gone, I haven't always gotten to have nice things. So it's really exciting when I do get something nice. Yeah, you need to go over how do you blow up that bomb. Whatever, you can go pretty much anywhere in this game and you'll get to the end of the level. Like, how many levels have I beaten already? And I haven't even... It's like I haven't even been looking at the game. I have not registered any of this. I'm on complete autopilot. It's so easy. My brother's probably shaking his head like, oh, just wait until you get to the next world. Where the game gets super, super hard. Yeah, could happen. It is called Nightmare in Dreamland, isn't it? That's the one we're playing. Shit. Anyways. So I got that new phone, and I went to Home Goods recently with my friend, and I was looking to buy like maybe a wreath for the door, but they're so expensive there. They're upwards of like $60 just the wreaths, and there are ones that are $20, but they're like really small and basically just like made of twigs, fake twigs and tiny ass leaves. So I didn't get a wreath there. I'd rather just like make my own, even though I've never done that before. I wasn't paying attention and I lost my abilities, but I can still hurt them with the... Yeah. That might take a while. I'm embarrassing myself with Kirby. I should go home. I should go home and think about what I've done. I'm gonna kill myself in the game. Oh. Okay. I think I figured out the boss at the last moment. Oh, except I don't have any abilities. Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. So... I feel like I need to focus on the game for a second. Yeah, okay. So, buying home goods is crazy. Like, trying to find art is always a blast when, and you see what the majority of wall art out there is like at places like At Home and at thrift stores, where it's like, I love coffee, memes, and my dog, and that's like every other wall art thing. Or just something as simple as, I hate Mondays. Just doesn't really appeal to me. And you gotta keep like a theme to your room, at least to your apartment. I feel your home needs to have some sort of unifying harmony, let's say. It doesn't need to, but I like mine to. Well, mine is not going to, I don't think. Like, I got... Shit. Get up there. I got like a Sphinx head framed wall art thing. I went to Five Below and got a Hatsune Miku poster just to fill up space on the wall. I went to At Home and got some I got some like fairy lights to hang on the wall behind the bed. And I got like a Van Gogh print to put above a table in the living room. Yeah, I've been doing some interior decorating lately, and it's been very therapeutic. So, when you watch me play this Kirby game, you have to keep in mind the only Kirby game I've ever played before, besides like Kirby Air Ride at this Christian summer camp I went to, which is pretty cool. I'll have to talk about that another time, but actually let's just talk about that, the Christian summer camp. I remember my mom dating one of the camp counselors. He was like in not middle-aged, but he was like around her age. And that was weird, but I liked the guy well enough. More than some people she dated in the past. And by that I mean she went on like one date. Here's me revealing way too much about my mother. But laser ability. Is it ricochet? It ricochets off. Don't lose it, Kirby. No, I'm not used to playing Kirby is what I was trying to say before, but there's plenty of these guys. All right, let's go. Can we shoot up? But we can ricochet off the angles. That's so cool. That is very cool. Oh man, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I need to play more Kirby games. This has been pretty fun, even though I've barely been paying attention to it. It's all so new to me, and the game is so colorful. I love playing Game Boy Advance games because they're so colorful. Because they had to make up for that tiny-ass, dim-ass screen. And it looks super vibrant on any modern display. Which is awesome. Like, if you compare Game Boy versions of games that were on the SNES, on the Game Boy it's always way more colorful. And I love colors. Buying clothes is a hoot. I go, like, I have a Kohl's near me, and I go there sometimes if I want to buy something nice. Like, I got some shorts there recently that I haven't seen anywhere. I, like, dug through my laundry, and I'll just have to do all my laundry. I have a ton of backed up laundry. Because, as I mentioned in the other video, I think, someone burnt the apartment complex's laundry room. Yeah, they set fire to it, and that was bad, and yeah, I haven't gone to the, laundromat yet, because I've never been to a laundromat. Never had to use one before. But anyways, I feel like I have to keep playing the game, because on the Dark Souls episode, I just stopped, and for like half an hour, just talked, and, gotta strike a balance, gotta get good. But, oh man. Yeah, buying clothes is a hoot. Buy them mostly at thrift stores. I have a Savers near me, that I go to. Kill this boss. And Savers, like, the clothes all have, like, are covered in AIDS and stuff. That's funny. It's a funny thing to say about thrift stores, is that everything will give you hepatitis C and all that, and everything, like, you come across stuff with, like, blood on it. Armpits always have, like, antiperspirant and deodorant marks on it. But get out of here. Is that a door I can go? Oh, I just walk over here, don't I? Okay, everyone, sorry. I'm back. I was gonna make this a twofer and, like, play Pilot Wing 64, but then I realized I don't know how to play Pilot Wing 64, and that would be even harder to talk during. I thought there was, like, a practice mode that you could just fly around in, but, yeah. I've only ever played Pilot Wings on the SNES. But, yes. So, what do I wear? Well, I've become a hat guy recently. I got myself a baseball cap that I usually wear, that you've seen in my thumbnails, and I also have a bucket hat that I've been wearing recently to keep the sun out of my eyes. It's like a blue sort of thing, and with a wide brim. And I've been wearing, like, floral button-up short sleeves recently, with, like, khaki shorts, or, like, I got some cargo pants that I was wearing when it was a bit chillier outside. Some green baggy cargo pants, so I look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo in. I used to look really shaggy when I had my long hair, which I looked like my profile picture, which was a nice drawing that my ex made of me, which I now use for my profile picture on YouTube. Yes, that is the origin of my profile picture in the banner art. That was back when I was 20. That he drew that. I look much different now. Maybe I should get someone to commission some new art of me. I wonder what artist would be best. I would want an artist that I like. Let's get this health over here. What do y'all think? My brother said that he would make art for me for the thumbnails and such, and oh my god, I'm getting my ass handed to me right here. Why are these nukes dropping? Jesus, this is supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be easy and relaxing. I guess. God. Why would God do this to me? Give me the metamato. Yes. healed up. That's what I'm talking about. So, oh man. I wrote down some weird topics, like what's the worst thing I've ever done? I had an example in mind, but I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about the worst thing I've ever done. What was I thinking? Unless y'all want to really know. I don't know, maybe it's too much. What's the worst thing you all have ever done? Comment your deepest, innermost secrets down below. We fight a boss. Oops. Probably have to eat that stuff and spit it back out at him. A microphone. Can I swallow it? Yes. When I was a kid, and I played Kirby on the SNES, I would joke that, this is the Justin Bieber ability. Back when hating on Justin Bieber was cool. Saying that he's a bad singer or whatever. Which, I don't know what he's like nowadays. Maybe he's not bad. But his old stuff was pretty bad. I maintain that. Not utterly terrible, but just not the best music. Sorry to any Justin Bieber fans out there, I'm just not a fan of the Biebs. I'm a hater, I guess. I know a lot of people like him. But speaking of music, how about songs that I've been liking recently? So every single morning when I wake up, I listen to Shaking Hand by Women, which is a great song. It sounds like eating a spider. It's awesome. It has really like plucky guitars, and it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Women defy genre. They are just post everything, I guess. Their other song, Eyesore, is really great. That's their big single, Eyesore. That's the ending track on their second album. They've only made 2, which is sad. These are really good. And their albums aren't like... They're not like a bunch of singles or anything like that. They're very slow burning, and they have lengthy ambient passages and shit like that. And they're pretty short. So you can only use that a number of times because it just kills everything on the screen, which is a bit overpowered. Yes, we are now Stone Kirby. If only we could be Stoned Kirby. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to die. Yeah, that's okay. Let's get this guy. Let's get this dude. So anyways, another song I've been liking recently. I've been listening to some of Modest Mouse's, some older stuff. I like Cowboy Dan. I think it's funny. I really love Dramamine. I need to go back and listen to, I was listening to, This Is a Long Drive, whatever, when I was out on my bike the other day, and I didn't really take much of it in, so I'll need to re-listen. Because I can't, I'm bad at multitasking, as you can see. Can't hurt this guy unless he shoots his things at us. Come on. I don't have an ability. What am I supposed to do? Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Dodged it. Yeah, get some. Ah, we got him. Alright, let's take his ability, which is the mic again. Everything dies. Wait, no, give me that back. Yes, indeedy. Oh. Another song I've been liking recently. For a while I was obsessed with Garden by Yabajin, and who is like an instrumental, surreal, instrumental, atmospheric hip-hop guy, and I was obsessed with Doorman by Slow Tie and Muramasa, which is like a post-punky hip-hop song from British rapper Slow Tie and yeah, producer Muramasa, which is a really fun song. You ever just have pains in your ass? Yeah, that just happened to me. Sometimes I just have random pains and I don't know why. Probably have something horrible that's gonna kill me. Also Ocean Breeze Salty by Modest Mouse. It's really, really great. I recently rediscovered Bros by Panda Bear, which is a 12.5-minute long song. It's really great. I never listened too much to Person Pitch. It's a bit repetitive and a bit too washed out for me, but yeah. Ministry of the Torture Couch by Bus Driver. No, I don't want to do this again. Ah, shit. Sorry. Oh, damn. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. No! God damn. Did I save? Tell me. Oh, well. I don't really feel like playing this anymore anyways. God. Yeah, this has been a complete and utter failure, but I feel like we got some good topic discussion out of this, and yeah, might make this a twofer, or might just split it up into 2 episodes, whatever game I decide to do next. So yes. How long have we been recording? So the last recording was like half an hour, and this one was like 11 minutes, so I guess I'll maybe make this a twofer. Hello, everyone. LSD Dream Emulator is what we are playing today. And I am going to have to get used to these controls. They are Japanese controls, but I think movement controls are pretty much all you need in this game. I haven't played a shit ton of it, but like, I have played it, I'd say for a few hours in total. God, these controls are really sluggish, but we can pretty much touch any wall and we'll be teleported. Yeah, and that's how this game works. It is very surreal and psychedelic and strange. Just a strange exploration game where you walk around and look at stuff. Like that. What the hell is that? It's a giant foot made of stone. And the music is really awesome. Just crazy, surreal, fun MIDI music. These graphical bugs are part of the game, part of just being a PS1 game, which, speaking of, why are PS1 games always like that? What is it about the PS1 hardware that made it so much, like, nothing will stay still in a PS1 game. The polygons and the textures will always be shifting and moving around and clipping into each other. And the N64 did not have that problem. Nor did PC games for the most part. So what was it about the PS1 that made games like Resident Evil look the way they did, where things are always morphing and on the character models and stuff. So let's go under this bridge and just yeah, keep moving forward. Just a tiny bridge there with tiny boats, beautiful boats. Yep. So yes, this is very surreal. So yes, topics. So, written down for topics, I have not being satisfied with my Let's Plays. So, I've made a bunch of Let's Plays that I've scrapped. I made a Let's Play of Crisis, of Super Mario 64. I tried... Oh, shit. Let's touch it. Let's touch this lady. Actually, let's explore here a bit more. Let's not do that yet. It'll probably just teleport us to something less cool than this. Less creepypasta. Ooh. Yeah, and there's creepy music. This is cool. I don't want to touch anything. So I'll be teleported. Let's walk around and explore this. I've seen some of the creepy stuff in this game, but there's a lot of creepy stuff in this game apparently. Well, was the spooky hat man there? Is that why we got sent to this? I don't really remember, or I've read about how this game works, but yeah, that was pretty freaky. Catching a frog. The stream is a deep river. The water came up to my chest. I find a small frog and try to catch it. I'm squeezing its soft body, but the disgusting feeling woke me up. So I guess this is the creator's dream journal, which this game is based on his dreams. So we are on day 3. So I don't really know how this game works. I think it's very aleatory, very random in the way that things go. Depending on what you touch, I think you can end up in a lot of different places, and every playthrough is kind of different. Depending on how you go about things. And sometimes you'll always find really crazy stuff, is the one thing you can be sure of. This is just kind of hypnotizing me. So, yes, not having confidence in these Let's Plays, like, it's a skill that I'm building very rapidly, and I think I'm leaning towards maybe just making a podcast, but I feel like not as much people would listen to a podcast I made as would watch a Let's Play or a video essay. And it's just hard for me to multitask and play these games at the same time while talking, as I've mentioned many times before. But I figured this would be an easy one because I just have to walk around and look at all the cool, wacky stuff. With the controls, I have a lot of delay, and yeah. So, some nice Japanese architecture here. Very foggy. Can't see very far. Let's go into this building. Let's go in here, or under this little thing, and yeah. So, what are some things you might not know about me? You might kind of have extrapolated this from my videos, but I really love nature and the natural world. I am a fan of nature. Wow. I love peacocks. Those are some cool guys. Yeah, they're so impressive. I'm really impressed. Wow. So if we walk into the peacocks, this is some nice music. Ooh, this game is so pretty. It's like a very modern art installation. It should be in a museum. Maybe it has been. Seems like the kind of thing you'd find in a museum. Japanese art museum. So yeah, this is one of the cooler worlds we've been to. I really love the floor texture and the garish colors. I don't know where this guy takes artistic influence from, but this is very cool. Huh. This game shares a lot in common with another game I've thought about let's playing, which is Yume Nikki, which I feel is a more popular game. Because there wasn't as much of a market for weird exploration games back in the day as there was a bit later on with Yume Nikki, and especially nowadays with all these walking simulator type games, as people like to call them. So yes, we are now in a nice big green field. This game is always terrifying. The sun is so angry. Such a violent sun. So yeah. What are other things you might not know about me? I used to have a cut on my back, I just realized. One time I broke my ankle in high school, and that's something you don't know about me. I broke my ankle, and it's the only bone I've broken. But you know how I broke it? The bell had rung, and we were getting out of school, and I was going to get my stuff so I could go try out. So I could attend a meeting for the school graduation ceremony we were doing, where we had a bunch of entertainment acts. And I was so excited to be going to go do that. And I jumped down an entire flight of stairs in haste because I felt invincible back then. I didn't even realize I could break bones. I was 13. Did I say high school or middle school? I was in middle school and I was 13 years old, or maybe 14. And so I broke the hell out of my ankle, and there's not much here, so let's go somewhere else. And so my mom didn't believe me at first. She thought, because I wasn't reacting much to it, because I've always had a high pain tolerance, and I wanted to seem tough, so I was keeping it together. And she was like, it's not broken, it's probably just sprained. So I slept that night without a cast on, and it hurt so bad. And I slept that night with a broken ankle, and she was like, okay, let's take you to the doctor. When I told her the next morning that, I still think it's broken. So instead of going to school, which is what she wanted me to do, we went and got an x-ray, and turns out, it was really broken. I had to get a cast. And man, it was so inconvenient having a broken ankle. I couldn't walk, and I had to have people carry my stuff in between classes at school. When I showered, I had to stick my leg out of the shower, and it got wet anyways. It would be damp and uncomfortable. And yeah, I couldn't do anything, and it's so important to me to get out and explore and stuff, but I didn't get to during that time. Not that I was as into exploring back then. Okay. Bad dog attacked us. Let's go down this bridge and into this mouth. Sounds like a pretty chill idea. So, yes, that was back when I broke the only bone I've ever broken in my life. And yes, indeed. Other things you might not know about me. Let me think. I love, my favorite fruit is blueberries. Oh, I used to work in the produce section at a Kroger's. That was one of my past jobs. I was stocking all sorts of berries and all sorts of veggies and all that stuff, and I don't know, was not the job for me personally. I want a job in the creative arts eventually, something I can make money off of. I thought about maybe learning to write and going to school for that, but I don't know yet. Got a little FMV here. I'm sorry if you can see that. It's someone texting me on Discord about John Coltrane. Someone I met online who I've been talking about music with, and he is from Korea. And it's been a good time talking to him. He told me about some stuff I haven't heard before. He wants me to listen to Swans, which I was never a big post-rock guy, and I'm kind of hesitant because I listened to Oxygen, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but they probably, I don't know. So yes, we are in another world now. Ah, scary monster. So yes, I think we should avoid the monsters if possible, or maybe we should go for them because it seems to make stuff happen. It seems to progress the game. But it's just sort of flying around. Maybe it'll come for us. Maybe let's just stay away from it because it's scary. It's spooky-ooky. Spooky-dooky. Let's touch this. So, yes. Yeah. I want to make more, like, content where I'm filming myself, like where I'm on camera. Thought about adding a face cam to these, but I don't know. I feel like it's unnecessary. And I want to make more music videos. Yeah, I need someone else to make music videos with me, and I want my friend to do it with me, but they're always busy. And they've agreed to do it, but we just haven't found the time, and we would have to do it after they're off work, and they work late, so yeah, ever since they went back to work, we haven't gotten to hang out that much, which makes me sad, because they're my best friends. I want to see them more, but I get it. I get it. Work gets in the way of stuff. And thinking about all those scrapped Let's Plays. So many. I'm having a hard time keeping track of what I have talked about in the ones I've uploaded and what I have talked about in the ones that I have not uploaded. And that's, yeah, so, yes, indeedio. Ah, man, the angry sun is back. Let's just walk into walls and pick the thing we like the best. Oh man, what is this? Aphex Twin? Ooh, we're in one of the spooky ooky levels again. It's all dark. Ah, spaceship. Thought it was another gargoyle or something. What was that earlier? Was that a gargoyle or a demon or something? I don't know. Maybe we didn't get a close look. Maybe it was a sexy incubus demon. I love incubi. And I need a succubus waifu. Yeah. Let's go this way and see if we find anything. This game's very open for a PS1 game, and I wish there were more PS1 games like it. I remember I was reading the Wikipedia page for Games as Art, and there's another similar Japanese game where you're exploring for the PC, where it's an adventure game where you're exploring an open world Japan, like old Japan. I don't know the eras and stuff. But maybe I'll let's play that. That could be a more game focused let's play. So do y'all like the ones where I focus on the game more? Or do you like the ones where I just sort of use it as a vehicle for like a sort of podcast? Because I personally, I'm thinking about just, I need to do something so I can just talk. Or just get better at talking and playing at the same time. That's making me, God, epilepsy warning. Let's get out of here. Where are we going next? Let's go over here. Across this bridge, unless there's something over here. No. I gotta crack my knuckles. Can you hear that? Hopefully not. Hopefully nobody's bothered by that. Yeah. I ran out of topics, so let's just explore. What's that tree in the distance? Ooh. There's a guy. There's a guy and a kid. Interesting. Thought it might have been the Hat Man for a second. Do y'all know about the lore to Benadryl overdoses? If you've ever overdosed on Benadryl like I have, you would know that Benadryl, when taken in high quantities, can transport you to a terrifying nightmare world. It is a deliriant drug like scopolamine, which is an ingredient of devil's trumpets, or whatever your local name for it is called. Atropa belladonna, I think it is also in, and might be somewhere in Nightshade. I don't know. It's in the Nightshade family. But yes, it. Other similar drugs are also what other thing am I thinking of? If you're from Brazil, you might know about Tantum rosa, which people have used to get high, which produces similar effects. And yeah, so this game shares something in common with Benadryl overdoses, in that if you take enough Benadryl, you will see the Hat Man from this game. And It will be terrifying. Don't do it. Just don't. Really bad idea. It'll not only will it make you hallucinate, it's not gonna be a fun time. You're also gonna like do damage to your organs and possibly kill yourself. So, yeah, not a good idea. But let's go really dark. Let's talk about my suicide attempt, which was really stupid, and the reason I overdosed on Benadryl. It was Valentine's Day, and I was being melodramatic, and I took a bunch of Benadryl, which was pretty much the whole thing. And, yeah, I was just having troubles with the guy, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill myself. And I had taken Benadryl before as a sort of self-harm method, and I would sometimes hallucinate and sometimes not. And I would see shadow people, and I would look at the wall, and the wall would like turn into a TV and show me pictures. Anyways, when I overdosed this one time, there was the shadow man that appeared on the wall. I've never seen the hat man. That's supposed to happen when you take a lot, like over 700 milligrams or 1 gram of the active ingredient, diphenhydramine. But I saw a shadow man on the wall who started dancing a little jig at me. And I was like, oh, a friend. And I started dancing with him. And he was like, ha ha ha. And then he stopped dancing and he pulled out a gun and then he shot me. And then he shot himself and he died. It was so scary. It was so surreal. I guess I hallucinated that because I just had suicide on the mind. So yeah, pretty dark story. But who's gonna watch this far into the video anyways? Yeah, I'm much better now. And now we are here playing LSD Dream Emulator, which we might as well be on drugs. We could also, as long as we're on the topic about drugs, LSD. Man, LSD is a blast. I have not taken it in years because I haven't felt that I'm in a good mind state for it. The ninth floor of the apartment. In the past, an old lady used to live near the Japanese-style room. She was half insane. She was saying all kinds of bad things, even if I asked her, okay. So yes, there was a mentally ill woman in his dream, and yeah. This music is kind of eerie. LSD is a fun time. First time I did it, it didn't work, but I thought it did. And I drew a bunch. And I was sort of mildly influenced by it. Either it was a bunk tab or my medication canceled it out. But whenever I would smoke weed on acid, it would kick in. And even if I was on my medication, and it would be terrifying. Don't mix acid and weed. It's a bad experience most of the time. But yes, because weed makes me anxious, and that anxiety is just amplified a million times when acid happens, and also acid very much so boosts. They boost each other. But LSD is vastly, it really transformed my life, and in a pretty good way. I became a lot more conscious and self-confident, and with the help of the lessons I learned on LSD and the way it influenced me, I was able to get myself out of a bad relationship and improve my life. Gave me the confidence and the know-how to tackle certain things that I had been not able to tackle before, and sort of changed the way I look at the world. It made me more spiritual and appreciative of life, and yeah, it was good. I found that psilocybin mushrooms were great for my depression, It really beat the depression back, and I felt great for like a month after I had my biggest psilocybin experience. So we can walk through her. So tell me, actually don't tell me, don't comment the names of a bunch of drugs in the comments, because then this video will get demonetized. And they'll be like looking at my channel weird. You can if you want, but yeah, I don't want everyone to do it. Yeah. I worry if I talk about drugs too much, it'll alienate some people, but they were a big part of my life, especially when I was a teenager, in my late teens and my early 20s. And I'm mostly sober now. I still smoke the ganja, but I'm not off doing like MDMA and cocaine like I used to be. And all that stuff. Man, I would get high off of pretty much anything, but that is, I don't know. I'll slowly reveal that kind of stuff, I guess, about myself. Because it is all very personal and stuff. Yeah, this is eerie. What's that in the background? A tree? The moon changes depending on how we look at it. Or the sun, or whatever that is. Or just a planet. This game is very, very beautiful. And I love it. It is a good time. So, y'all listened to, oh shit, what happened? I was looking at the phone. I'll have to watch that back and see what went wrong there. Did I get killed by the Hat Man? Yeah. It's early morning. I'm recording this right after I recorded the Kirby Let's Play thing. I might bundle these two together. So, yes, actually, let's do that. Let's do that. Because it'll make sense for this to be a two-parter. So, yes. I hope you enjoyed very much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. If you make it to the ends of these, you are a real one. You are my favorite type of person. Because you get me. You understand. You are my homies. Hop in the Discord. Chat us up. Why aren't you in the Discord? Come on, we gotta fill this place up. Alright. See you around.